What up, guys, and welcome back to the Top T Testosterone Fundamentals course. In this video, we're going to go over the catecholamine testosterone production pathway part 1, where we discuss the differences between long-term production increases and acute spikes for testosterone. So let's get into that. Then we're going to get into the actual pathway. So when we discuss tools in the Top T toolkit, meaning tools that we have to increase our testosterone, it is important to note the difference between the genomic and non-genomic pathways, or the difference between long-term testosterone production increases and acute spikes in testosterone, respectively. So acute spikes occur in the very short term. Some stimuli will immediately raise your testosterone levels, but that increase will only last for a short period of time, between a couple minutes to about an hour. Acute spikes work through the non-genomic pathway via catecholamines, which we're going to get into in the next module. The specific catecholamines relevant here are adrenaline and noradrenaline. They are both produced in chromaffin cells of the medulla of the adrenal glands, and noradrenaline is additionally produced in some nerve cells or neurons. This means that when you find yourself in a fight or flight situation, the adrenaline and noradrenaline releases also signal for testosterone production in your testes. There are major differences here between both the production pathway and the signaling pathway of the traditional genomic pathway and HPG production pathway that we discussed earlier. First, the production of testosterone is significantly faster when it's signaled by catecholamines in comparison to when it's signaled by LH. LH signal T production takes at least 45 minutes, whereas catecholamine signal testosterone production can take just a few seconds to a few minutes to take effect. Next, the testosterone from acute spikes usually works through the non-genomic pathway, meaning that it doesn't bind to the androgen receptor in order to take effect. This is why acute spikes usually are not responsible for anabolic or muscle building effects. These spikes will not contribute to muscle building much at all and will mainly yield nervous system effects like increased strength, performance, energy, focus, confidence, reduction of fear and hesitation. All of that is from the non-genomic pathway. This is why you'll see guys in emergency situations perform incredible, otherwise impossible, feats of strength. The body equips you with the hormones via a pathway that makes you stronger, more confident, less tired, and less fearful so that you can survive the threat in front of you. Lucky for us, we don't need a direct threat to our survival to utilize this mechanism to our advantage. Things like heavy lifting, competition, especially when status and/or resources are on the line, talking to a beautiful woman, violence, and sex will all activate this pathway and temporarily increase your testosterone levels. So in the next video, we're going to talk about the actual catecholamine production pathway. And then after that, we're going to talk about the differences between the genomic and non-genomic signaling pathways.